Hello, welcome. My name is Alyssa. This is my channel of New Direction, and this is a zodiac sign video for the air signs Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Welcome. Your individual zodiac readings are time-stamped in the description box. So when I get through my entrance here, head to the description box and you can find your way right over to your individual zodiac sign readings. Sorry, my dog is deciding that he needs to drink right beside me right now. So anyway, I haven't done zodiac sign readings for a while, but I have been definitely feeling the call to get them together. So here we are. Today when I opened my book, I went looking for a spread, and I don't often go looking for spreads, but today I did. And Oakley, seriously, you're not going to drink the whole bowl. Go on. Please go lay down. Thank you. Thank you. He's looking at me like I just offended him. Anyway, today when I opened this book, this is the Tarot Bible by Sarah Bartlett, and this one got rained on this summer, so it's in a bit of rough condition, but anyway, it is still here. But the spread that it opened to was Outer Attitude, Inner Truth. And I just wanted to read this to you. You'll understand as to why we are going to be pulling this spread today. This spread reveals your inner truth and the facade that is on show to the world. The latter may not necessarily be in accord to your deeper feelings or intentions. Why not? Sometimes we fear that if we do what we really want deep down inside, we won't be loved. So maybe it's time to be more honest about what you want and be prepared to stand up for yourself. So I read that and I was like, yep. That is what our reading is on today. So anyway, now you guys can head to the description box. I'm going to start with Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Head to the description box and you will see your timestamps below. Okay, Geminis, let's get started. So we are going to start by pulling some oracle cards. Now, these oracle cards are messages from spirit, angels, ancestors, your guides, on the truth that they want you to keep in mind for the next 2 weeks, okay? I don't know if I said that. This reading is from January 17th to February the 6th. Keep in mind that time is fluent. So, you know, it's not necessarily that all these things will happen within this time frame. And trust that if you do find this reading at a later date, but you do find resonation within it, it was meant to find you when it found you. All right, so let's see. Angels and ancestors, what do you have? What truth would you like the Geminis to remember? Time to let go the groundhog spirit. Isn't that a beautiful energy? Wow. You know, and this energy of, you know, when this is a truth that is being revealed here by the spirits, you know, this is the energy that it is safe to let go. That all things have their time. All things have their moments within our lives, you know, and we must be brave enough to let things go, you know? Time to let go. Wow. All right, this is the Angels and Ancestors deck. This is a deck by Kyle Gray. Angels and Ancestors, what do you have to say? What truth do you have to reveal to the Geminis, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, wherever else they find Gemini within their placement? What truth do you have for the Geminis here today? Oh, that was a lot. We're taking not that many. What truth do you have to reveal for the Geminis today? What truth do you want Geminis to know? Wow, Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. Isn't that a beautiful energy? The Medicine Mother is such a beautiful energy. I love this one. You know, and the line that always comes to mind is mothers know best, right? And that's what this Medicine Mother is all about. That's what this energy is all about. It is about honoring your inner knowing, that nurturing side within inside you. It knows best. Trust that inner knowing. Honor your inner knowing. Wow. And the Traveler energy, what a beautiful energy. Move in a new direction. Wow. You know, and this to me as truth that that spirit is wanting you to know is, you know, the direction in which you are ready to go. And look, it's about letting go. You know, for some of you Geminis, I feel like there's movements, there's things that you're moving in a new direction, letting go something, moving in a new direction, your inner knowing in which direction you need to move. Angels, what message do you have for the Geminis? What message of truth do you have for the Geminis here? Dark angels, what message do you have for the Geminis? Okay. Wow, clear intentions, crystal clear intentions, to be honest. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Those are beautiful, beautiful oracle messages for today. That is a beautiful truth energy to be in, Geminis. What a lovely energy. All right, so we are starting now with the energy oracle deck here. So I am going to split the deck. Isn't that interesting? Okay. This is for Geminis. Inner truth about what you want. Contract. Outer attitude towards achievements. Goddess in the moon. Inner truth about what you need, Geminis. The sun. Wow. Outer attitude towards values. The fifth chakra. Holy. Inner truth about your feelings. Envy. Outer attitude. Your reactions. The world. And future inner truth to be revealed. Action. Gemini, what is going on here? At the bottom of the deck, wow, look at this. You have the thinking woman, the storm warning, indecision, and the fifth chakra. Geminis, to me, I feel like there's change here. You know, this thinking woman energy, she's about going forward. You know, this is about listening to the divine inner knowing, you know, just very much like that medicine mother. We have to, whether masculine or feminine, we have to take readings. We have to take the energies within depictions of cards, the divine feminine or the divine masculine within depictions of cards, and place that into accordance within our beings. Divine feminine is the inner knowing, you know, very much like this medicine mother. This is about listening to that divine feminine inner knowing here. There's, you know, the inner knowing of the feminine here is growing. She's expanding. She's researching, you know, she's opening herself up here and moving herself higher into the understanding. Storm warning. I do feel like this thinking woman energy, you know, very much like that groundhog spirit. There is something here that is coming down, you know, and the storm warning is like the tower card. And those tower moments, those structures, they are tested by the universe, not because the universe sets out to test us, but because structures within life will always be tested by life. That is how they go, right? The structures within our space are always going to be tested by life. That's how life just fluctuates, you know, that's part of it. And the structures that are found wanting, the structures that are found lacking, they will crumble. Those are tower moments. This is that energy. The storm warning is that tower energy, you know, and there's indecision here. And the seventh chakra is the connection here to the divine. So there is some sort of growth within you, Gemini, some sort of leveling up. I feel like whatever you are letting go here and moving into, you know, it's a big one for you. All right, so let's look. Oh, inner truth about what you want. We have contract here. You know, contracts are a whole bunch of different things. They can be anywhere from marriage contracts, any sort of legal binding contracts. They can be soul contracts, a whole bunch of different things. We're going to use the Light Seers Tarot here. Truth about what you want. The inner truth here. Can you clarify this inner truth of the contract here for the Geminis? What is this inner truth? Wow, Five of Cups. You know, for some of you, you know, this contract, it could be, there's Five of Cups is emotions. Okay, so for some of you, it can definitely be marriage contracts, some sort of soulmate contract here. You know, that I feel that there has been a lot of heartache too. The Five of Cups is healing. You know, the Five of Cups is allowing the spilt cups to be. It's about removing the burdens of the emotional baggage, you know, looking at and acknowledging the healing that needs to happen. Can you clarify this Five of Cups? Queen of Swords. Yeah. You see, it's about being clear here. The Five of Cups is just, you can see here that this girl, she's pouring out her energy here. and she's pouring it into these pearls that she's burying in the sand, and these are emotions. You can see these cups here, they've already been spilt out. And here she's unburdening herself, she's releasing the pain, because there's still a cup of opportunity for her, and she knows that. But she knows in order to accept this cup of opportunity, she must release herself from the burdens, from the pains here. In the Queen of Swords energy, this is your divine feminine side, Gemini, being an archetype of the swords. This is your divine feminine side. And this is about listening to the intuition, listening to that inner guidance once again, within that divine inner knowing, okay? That divine feminine energy. For some of you, whatever this legal contract would be or is, and again, it doesn't have to be legal, but whatever this contract is within your life, there is some sort of emotional burden and baggage here that you have to release, Gemini. Can we get another one here for this? Wow. 3 of Wands, the Temperance, and the 9 of Wands came out also to clarify this. Yeah, you see, because this inner truth of what you want, it's about beginning again. The 3 of Wands is about going out. It's about acknowledging. The 2 of Wands is about acknowledging the change, and the 3 of Wands is about making the steps, going forward, taking the steps towards the change, and Wands are about our spiritual side. That's about our soul purpose. The Wands are oftentimes that soul-led journeying side of us, okay? And this is about going forward and embracing what that soul-led journey looks like in your life. The Temperance behind this is the energy of patience. It's the energy of balance. It's the energy here of understanding we must be in balance with inside of self. Our divine inner knowing, which is the moon, and our action side, which is the sun. Again, masculine, feminine energies right within us. They must be balanced. And this is the energy here of understanding the balance that is needed within inside of you, the balance that is needed within inside your being. You see, in 9 of Wands, you've overcome a lot, Gemini, okay? Whatever you're moving from, there was a lot of tough cycles that came with that, okay? There was a lot of growth. There was a lot of heartache. The 9 of Wands can be an energy even of exhaustion, right? Where the cycles have been really tough. For you to complete what you needed to complete, it really wore you down. It really opened your eyes to the world and to all of the lessons at hand. I feel like you felt all of them on such a real level here. But this is where you're choosing to really enlighten yourself. You're choosing the path of enlightenment here. You're choosing the path of balance within inside of self. You understand where you've come from. And now moving forward, I really feel like this inner truth is like, you're wanting the healing. You're wanting that next phase of this soul-led journey to go forward, right? So the outer attitude towards this achievement. Yeah. See, and this, to me, the goddess and the moon, this is listening to the intentions, listening to the intuition, listening to the guidance, and the energy of the moon is oftentimes talking about the higher, because within the shadows, is fear, is worry. And the moon energy is about having the faith, that worry, that, even though the moonlight might not illuminate all things before you, it's the faith that you are still safe even in the darkness, And this is that connection that even within the darkness, you're still connecting to the intuition. You're still connecting to that divine inner knowing. Again, very divine feminine energy. Geminis, I feel like that divine feminine energy within inside you right now is what is guiding you, and that is what you need to be listening to, Let's get a clarifier here for this goddess and the moon and the outer attitude towards achievements. Wow. Okay. So Ace of Wands in reverse, Ace of Cups upright, and the Knight of Wands. You see, I feel like there's been stagnation here. This Ace of Wands, Gemini, I kind of feel like there hasn't been movement, and almost there hasn't been movement because you weren't listening. Okay. Especially when this card comes out the way that it does, because within this Ace of Wands, I love that this third eye is just this glowing flame, and when it comes out in reverse the way it did, I do feel like it's where you haven't been able to start again. There's been some sort of fear, I feel. And I think it was due to lack of listening to the intuition. I feel that's why this divine feminine energy within inside you is speaking so loud right now. Because there is an ace, there is a cup here. There is a cup of opportunity. There's a cup of new fulfillment here for you. And the Knight of Wands energy here, this is about embracing your authenticity. It's about embracing your light. And again, isn't it interesting that it's the feminine? Like I'm just blown away by how much feminine energy is within this. You know, and here I really find, I feel like this is where there has been stagnation, but as you embrace your own authenticity, as you embrace your own inner knowing, you will open yourself up to the cup of opportunity. You shift what has been stagnant in the past and you open yourself up to new beginnings here. But it is about listening to the inner guidance, Gemini. It really is. Inner truth about what you want. Can we get a Moonology card here, Spirit, for the inner truth about what the Geminis are wanting? This one? You and your loved ones are safe. And I do feel like that is, you know, especially with some of this contract, if this is discussing marriages or, you know, or relationship breakdowns in whatever manner, you and your loved ones are safe. And even within crumblings of situations, even within hard times, you know, if we have the faith in the divine, if we are listening to our inner guidance, you know, as much as at the moment it might be heart-wrenching, in the long run, it is going to best serve everyone. And I love that this energy came out because it is a reminder that you and your loved ones here are safe to go through this process that must be gone through. Can we get an Moonology card too for the outer attitude towards this achievement? Communication is key, new moon in Gemini, which is beautiful because that's your energy, Gemini. You know, and this is maybe a new beginning for you, right? Where you have not communicated, you know, yourself, your authenticity in the past. And this is where you're coming forward. You're really embracing this new communication. Communication is key. And then have faith in your dreams. Have faith in your dreams. What a beautiful energy. Especially when it comes like with this goddess and the moon, you know, this is having faith. Beautiful. All right, Gemini. So the energy here, the inner truth of what you need was the sun. You know, and this is about fulfillment. This is about the energy of being fulfilled with inside of soul, you know, and it can have the materialistic aspects. It can have relationship aspects. It's really in general, in whole, you know, it's the energy of not feeling any sort of lacking, you know, not, what's that old saying? I can't even think of it right now, but this is really the energy I feel of, we're going to clarify it. But it's just, it's, you know, what you need is to feel the happiness. The inner truth here. Can you clarify the sun and the inner truth of what the Geminis need? The Hierophant and the Two of Pentacles. You know, kind of what I'm really hearing right now, you know, that Hierophant is the faith. The Hierophant is the connection to, again, to the divine, but to the lessons, like it's kind of like the divine on earth, you know? So it's like our standards, our morals, what we hold ourselves to, you know, our institutions, you know, our religious beliefs and stuff, you know, and to me with this inner truth on what you need, the Two of Pentacles came with it because I do believe that there needs to be a flexibility here. You know, when the sun comes out on this energy, I'm almost hearing like you have all that you need, Gemini. It's a matter of shifting perspective here, you know, and I think for you, Gemini, it's opening up to, again, this balancing of action and inner knowing, you know, and how strongly this divine feminine energy is coming in, as I do believe that inner knowing has been something that you have overlooked in the past. You know, I feel like your action side, that masculine energy within inside you has driven and driven and driven and driven. And now you're in this place of learning to pause and learning to listen to the inner voice, you know, and that's a beautiful, can we get a clarifier here for that Hierophant, please? Can you clarify the Hierophant for me? Spirit, can you please clarify this Hierophant? Yeah, see the wheel. Absolutely. This is a shift. This is a shift inside you, a shift within the fortunes, a shift karmically. The universe here is changing, and that is going to change when you shift your perception, when you shift your perspective of the situation at hand. Maybe you have been looking at all of these blessings within your life, thinking that you do not have what is right in front of you, and it's opening your eyes to see that you do. That you do. It's just there's needs to be some sort of change within this. Let's see. Let's get a moon card here for the inner truth about what you need. The inner truth here about what Geminis need. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Yep. And that happens, that's going to come in here, as you move in this new direction, so much so, right? There's your wheels again, shifting, moving, changing. Cycles are coming to an end here. Oh, I love it. Okay. And the outer attitude, let's see the outer attitude here towards what you need to do. Communicate. The fifth chakra. And that is about our communication. It's how we communicate to the world around us, but also how we communicate to ourselves. The Ace of Swords, wow, also a card of communication. This to me is very much an energy in where you are going, whether you have to communicate to somebody or you need to communicate something here. There is some sort of communication, Gemini, that, your outer action here is definitely calling you to embrace. Let's get another one here. Strength. And the Empress. Wow. Okay. Gemini, I really feel here like this energy of outer attitude. We're looking here at the communication, and it needs to be a communication of self, of authentic self. The energy here of this Strength card, this is about being brave enough to embrace truth, being brave enough to speak truth. And the Empress here, like, again, divine feminine energy. Look at all these divine feminines, guys. This divine feminine energy here, sorry, you can't even see that. This divine feminine energy here of the Empress, this is about manifesting, co-creating, growing what it is that you want to grow in life. And you need to speak that truth. If you are wanting to manifest something within your life, this is the energy of being brave enough to go after it. And it's not about being loud, it's not the energy of being loud like a lion. It's the energy of being brave like a lion, gentle enough to pet the lamb. It's the energy of inner strength, not outer brawn strength, but the energy of committing yourself to being the better person, committing yourself to communicating the truth, being open in the communication here in what you need to speak. Numerology card here for this outer. Conclusions are within reach. Wow. And meditate and contemplate. Absolutely. Okay, Gemini, moving right along here. Let's see what the inner truth of your feelings are. We had envy. And this is where, this is where you're sitting and you're in this house. You have great things, and yet you're still, it's that envious energy, the one where you're still looking out at the golden city and you still want what is beyond your fingertips, and I feel really strongly that's why the sun came up in the inner truth of what you need, is because the sun is, you have what you need. It's changing that perspective, right? It's changing the narrative of your story here from feeling lacking to accepting what you have. Because this energy here, here is this woman, and she has this platter of golden things within her hand. She has this, powerful orb up here within her hand. Within her other hand, she's standing in a house of silver. It's not that her fortunes are any less. It's not that she's lacking of any kind. It's simply that she is looking at something somebody else has. She's being envious of that energy, of something that somebody else has. Oh my goodness, can I pick up cards here? Let's clarify this inner truth for your feelings, this inner truth of envy. 8 of Wands, 5 of Wands, Page of Cups, the Hanged Man. There is change here. The 8 of Wands is the energy of positive change. It's the energy of the universe influencing influencing your own energy, to be honest. It's like that energy, it's the energy where you start to feel that spark of inspiration again. And that Five of Wands, you see, there's been this climb, there's this journey within inside of you, you know, and that is what your inner truth is calling you to find right now. It's calling you to level yourself up. It's calling you to do that introspection of self, right? Where you kind of sit down with yourself, you do the self-awareness thing, you do the self-acknowledgement thing, you look at, you know, this envious energy and you're like, okay, what is it about what I have that I am not appreciating? Why am I focused on the things that others have and not appreciating what I do have? You know, and that can be from what you need to let go. Maybe there's something within that past life that you're like, oh, I just need that. That's what I think I need. And really, no, it's about letting that go. It's about moving yourself in a new direction. You know, what you need is never going to disappear from you. You know, if you could not make it without it, you wouldn't be without it. You know, that's not how the universe works. Okay. Here we are opening yourself up. There's new possibility, you know, and the Page of Cups is that new energy of hope. It's the new energy of beginnings, you know, something that is emotionally fulfilling here. This is the new kind of, you know, for some it can be new love, right? Or maybe for some of you, you've walked away from relationships and this is walking into some sort of new love. But this, especially with the Hanged Man following it, you know, this is the energy of opening yourself up to new hope. Okay, that's a big step. You know, even the hope of a brighter future, even the hope of a new day, right? Like, I feel like what's shifting here on this inner truth of your feelings is where you are growing to appreciate what you have within your present space. And it's not maybe necessarily that you are not moving from, you know, a place of the past. You're not, it's not that you're not leaving something behind, but I feel like what's shifting is where your view has maybe been like, oh, I can't believe that this is what I have to leave behind. And, you know, I wanted so much of this. And, you know, where you're shifting that to be like, okay, so if that wasn't for me, what is? Okay, if that wasn't going to work, then what is the opportunity here that spirit is guiding me towards, you know? Because your inner knowing, that inner truth of your knowing knows that you are okay, that you will be okay. Yeah, Page of Cups gets the Three of Cups in reverse. You know, and I do feel like this is where, you know, for some of you, there has been, you know, this Three of Cups, it can be a relationship that's fallen apart. Maybe for some of you, you know, it's where, you know, there was Three's the Company or whatever, right? Like there was a third party situation here, you know, and I feel like it's just you moving past the pain. You know, for some of you, it's going to be you moving past some sort of relationship that you are still hung up on. The World here was the outer attitude. This is, you know, the reactions and the actions here towards this inner truth of your feelings. And this is cycles being completed. You know, the World is the energy of cycles coming to a completion here. Let's clarify this World, please, Spirit. Yeah, Nine of Cups. Wow, that's a lot. The Sun, the Hermit, the Eight of Cups, and the Four of Swords comes out with this World, because this is what needs to happen within your outer action, within your outer attitude is, you know, the Nine of Cups is about self-fulfillment. It's about opening yourself up to the abundance that is surrounding you, you know, and it's almost embracing that abundance on such a deep level that it shines through you. And therefore, you know, spreads into the lives of those around you, right? But this is about feeling whole within inside of self. Nines are those energies of self-fulfillment, okay? Self-acknowledgement. And this energy here is where that outer attitude is about finding that completion, finding that fulfillment with inside your own being. The Sun was right after that. Again, like look at here, look at how these two energies are just like expressing, feeling the fulfillment within their own being. The Hermit energy, you know, this is about finding the light within inside yourself, Gemini. It's like, I can't get over how much this inner light, I feel for some of you, this Finding this inner light has been something that you've been ignoring. Finding this inner truth, listening to that own divine feminine voice within inside you. For some, it could be something you've been ignoring simply because you didn't want to embrace it. You were afraid of the healing that came with it. But that healing is what's setting you free. That healing is where you are finding the cycles can be completed. That healing is where you're finding the finalization here in order to move yourself forward, in order to let things go and move in this new direction. Because that is what's needed. The Eight of Cups here, like, you are letting things go, Gemini. And you're letting things go that must be let go because they've already been gone. The cups have already been shattered, right? You've been holding on to broken, empty cups. And it's this energy of moving from those broken, empty cups. You know, the Four of Swords was after that. The reflection, the healing, the time that it's going to take, you know, this is needed. Allow yourself this place. Give yourself the opportunity to do the healing. Set yourself in a timeout, you know. It's not about walking, especially, you know, for some of you, it can be, you know, where we are talking about relationships. And it's not about walking from one relationship into the next. It's about walking from that pain and the emptiness into self-healing, into self-fulfillment, you know. And if we are unable to fill our own cups of energy, we will constantly be codependent of others. We will always need somebody to fill our own cups, you know, and that's not what we're doing here, Gemini. Your outer attitude here, the actions in which you are taking here for this inner truth of healing is that you are going to do this deep reflection. You are going to do the inner work. Find the inner light. Find the inner fulfillment. It's important. It is important. All right, inner truth of your feelings. Let's get a Moonology card for the inner truth of your feelings, Gemini. Wow, believe in the impossible and be bold and make the first move. Those are very intense energies. You know, there is healing that needs to happen here. And I feel for some of you, you feel like it's an impossible accomplishment. You feel like this healing isn't going to be whatever it is, whether it's this communication or whether it's this new beginning in love, you know, moving forward, healing from this, leveling yourself up. I feel that for some of you, it's like, oh, I just can't believe that could ever happen, but it can and it will. You know, believe in the impossible. Just be bold and make the first move. Step out of your comfort zone, right? All right, outer attitude here. What is the outer attitude? Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. And Capricorn is the energy of structures here. And you have done so much work. You know, you really have, Gemini, to grow and to understand who you are. You know, and that hard work is paying off. Future inner truth to be revealed was action here. Let's clarify this action. Clarify this action, please, for us, Spirit. Ace of Pentacles. Wow. You know, there's a new tangible beginning here. You know, and Gemini, I feel like you are ready to make that tangible beginning. You are ready to put your hands in the dirt and in the Six of Cups. Wow. And do the reflection work here. You know, the Six of Cups is this energy of mirroring. For some of you, you know, this can be a relationship, you know, where there was a lot of connection and you're walking away. You know, I feel for a lot of you, you're walking away from something and you're ready for a relationship that is really going to reflect your inner truth. You know, I do feel like for some of you, you're really ready to sink your fingers into something here, but that relationship needs to be with self first. Let's get a clarifier for the Six of Cups, please. Six of Cups gets the Seven of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles gets the Tower. Yeah, because see, this is what's changing, is the Tower. You have to, something needs to crumble here. There's a structure within, your life that is not stable, that needs to come down, you know. And I do feel that you know this, Gemini. That's what you're letting go. It's some past structure in which the universe has tested and which has been left crumbling, you know, and this is about sinking your teeth in and rebuilding after that crumbling. You know, the structure needed to come down and that's okay. But now the inner truth, you know, to be revealed is the action that you're ready to start. You're ready to, you know, sink your hands into this growth that needs to happen, you know, and this Six of Cups is such a reflective energy. It's really where you allow yourself the time to do the reflection of true self, again, to allow yourself to heal. I feel for some of you, you are moving, as you let go of whatever contract this is, you are moving into some sort of true soulmate kind of love here. Wow. Yeah. Justice in the moon. You know, there is balance. You are karmically liberating yourself here as you put the faith into the divine, as you allow this process just to unfold in the way that it needs to unfold. You know, and you take those, it's interesting because as much as the universe is unfolding things before you, the action step here is still to make the tangible steps, move yourself in the direction of inner knowing, right? What is being revealed here? Luck is on your side. A personal issue reaches resolution. And one more here. And expect powerful change. Wow. Gemini, what a beautiful way to finish that reading. You know, luck is on your side. This is about focusing with unwavering faith, you know, crystal clear intentions in the direction in which you want to move. Because the arrow is pulled back and you are being launched ahead here. A personal issue reaches resolution, and it does. When you put this work into yourself, you can expect powerful change, Gemini, because it's right in front of you. Wow. Geminis, what a beautiful reading. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button. If you have not subscribed yet, please be sure to do so. Join our family. All right, until next time, take great care of your soul. Bye now. Hello, Libra. Welcome to your reading. I am so excited to be doing this. So this reading, I don't know if I actually said it in the intro. So this reading is for the date of January 17th to February 6th. Now, keep in mind that time is fluent. So, you know, if things do not happen within the 2-week period, I mean, don't go and freak out and be like, well, you said it would happen here. No, you know, it is a general reading. So, yeah, you just kind of got to take it as it is, right? Saying that, don't ever try to make readings fit that don't fit. We're not Cinderella. Don't make the shoe fit, right? And what else? I think that's it. Okay, so starting here, we're going to pull some oracle messages, and these messages here are the truth that Spirit wants you to keep in mind, the truth that Spirit really wants you to know for these next 2 weeks, okay? Wow, Wombat Spirit, be at home. That is such a beautiful energy. The Wombat Spirit, to me, is kind of like the temple path spirit. You know, this is about finding that peace, finding that home within inside of your soul, you know, being at home within your own being, finding peace within inside your own space, finding peace within inside your own soul. And I really love that, especially for the truth, you know, for these next 2 weeks. You know, our world is a little crazy and hectic right now, and this is about finding the peace in your own being. Beautiful. Love it. All right, angels and ancestors. Let us see here. Truth that the angels and ancestors want us to know for the next 2 weeks. What truth, angels and ancestors, do you want to reveal here to the Libras? What truth do you want the Libras to know here, Spirit? What truths do you want Libras to be aware of? Wow, the Mirror Guardian. Take time to reflect. Isn't I am really quite astonished with these energies. You know, this Mirror Guardian, it's such a reflective energy. You know, here she is gazing into this galaxy, you know, and she's just allowing, like, she's allowing herself to see things for how they are, you know, removing the illusion, I hear, seeing past the illusion. Take time to reflect. Angels, let's see what you have to say. Archangels, what message of truth would you like Libras to remember going forward? What message of truth? Okay, that was quick. Wow, indigo and crystal, sorry guys, indigo and crystal children. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. All right, Libra. Let us see. Okay, so we are going to use the Energy Oracle deck here. I'm going to shuffle, split the deck, and then pull from the deck. And then we will clarify the cards pulled with tarot. I don't know why I keep saying it. Funny, but I do. It makes me giggle every time I say it. People say tarot in so many different ways, but it's so much cooler when you say tarot. Just try it. You can thank me later. All right, let's split this deck. All right, Libra, Libra, Libra. Well, okay, here. Inner truth about what you want. Angel of love. If I hit this string one more time, I apologize, guys. I'm so sorry. All right. Inner truth of what you want. Angel of love. Outer attitude towards that achievement. The goddess and the moon. Inner truth about what you need. The thinking man. Outer attitude about this is deceit. Wow. Okay. Inner truth of your feelings. We have indecision. The outward attitude, the actions, hostility. Okay, Libra. And the inner truth to be revealed. Feeling all tied up. Let's see here. At the bottom of the deck, Libra, we have door to value, walking away, angel of balance, caring connections. A woman holding, wow, look at these two. A woman holding a heart and a man holding a heart side by side. I haven't seen that yet. Okay, wow. Caring connections and then those two side by side. Finding balance. Libra, I really feel for a lot of us here, there's movement towards what we are valuing, what we are finding within, what we're finding fulfillment in. For some of us, it can be really walking away even from maybe where we have been holding ourselves to materialistic fulfillment and really walking and embracing the balance, it kind of connecting here more on emotional levels, which is so interesting, Libra, because we are the sign of love, really. Okay, so inner truth about what you want, Libra, right here. Angel of love. Well, that makes sense. Let's pull some tarot. All right, let's clarify this angel of love here and the inner truth for these Libras. What inner truth here, Spirit? Okay, wow. The Ace of Wands in reverse. Look at that. That's interesting because that just came out for the Geminis as well, in reverse as well. And I put it back in the deck upright. But here we are. Libras, there's stagnation here. There really is. The inner truth about what you want is, this cup of love, the cup of opportunity here. And the Ace of Wands in reverse, like this is where there's been stagnation in this kind of true love that you are feeling. This angel of love, like not only is it talking about, romantic kind of loves and, and just those partnerships, like, love for family, love for relationships, again, that doesn't just necessarily mean romantic, that's platonic and friendships and such, but this is also about the energy of self-love. Okay, and that's a big one. I do feel for a lot of Libras really appreciating that self-love, really coming to understand and come to, come to love self on such a real level. I feel like that happened not only for Libras, of course, but for a lot of zodiac signs through 2020, right? It was that stripping away of the divine masculine energies and that finding of truth, of that finding of divine feminine energies, the truth within inner energy, within inner knowing, if you can understand what I'm saying here. But I do feel like there is that stagnation really where we have felt the love within all aspects around us. But Libras, it came from understanding the love of self. That was the first one, and that was the big lesson. And I do feel here, for this inner truth of what we're wanting, it is that movement forward. Let's get a clarifier on this Ace of Wands in reverse. Empress, wow. Again, an energy here of the Libra. And, and it's just so interesting that, what we are wanting to manifest and create is these new beginnings. It's this new way forward. Ace of Cups. Knight of Cups. Yeah, we are really open to this love, Libras. I feel like that is the energy that's within our space, is wanting to find love on such a different level. For a lot of us, it is going to be on that romantic level, whether that's within existing relationships or, new relationships or whatever the case may be. But I do feel it's about moving through that stagnation, All right. And then the goddess of the moon was the outer attitude towards this achievement, and I feel like, there's this shift within the Libra energy, right? Where the love is, I mean, as I've already said, love, that is Libra. Libras are all about the love, right? But it really had to stem from learning to love self here, and as you grew and really learned to love your own individual being, love your own soul, Libra, love what you were manifesting, it was like this energy, this Ace of Cups, it was offering love back to yourself. And I think that is really this inner truth, because when we show up to love ourselves on such a whole level, we open ourselves up, we move ourselves into the vibration of receiving that kind of love, right? And see, I feel for a lot of us, that intuition that love is coming is very real. We can feel it, right? Three of Swords flipped over right here. There has been heartbreak, Libra, and I get that. I understand that. That's, there's been low vibration energy. Absolutely. Blockages, despair, holy smokes. Can we get, yes, I get it. Libras, we have gone through the ringer. Okay. But this here is really even where, things have been tough. We may have been blocked. We may have not been able to really see, for some of it, past this low vibration energy, past this heartbreak. Our souls have been guiding us. And that is what that whole process of learning to love ourselves brought us to. It was that connection of moving beyond just the pain that was at hand. It was the moving beyond the despair, moving beyond the blockages, having faith, surrendering, even though, things at the surface level may have been very despairing and dark and heartbreaking. It was about going beneath the surface level, finding the faith anyway, finding the love for self, even when the rest of it was like, okay, well, there's nothing to love. Within this inner truth, Libra, you found the love for self. Very beautiful, very powerful. All right, let's pull a Moonology card here for the inner truth about what you want. That Angel of Love. You are very close to achieving your goal. Wow, and step out of your comfort zone. Isn't that interesting energy? And I feel, Libra, that we have grown very safe within this love of self. I do. It's going to take stepping out of our comfort zones to truly accept that Ace of Cups. All right, outer attitude here towards this achievement, to moving past this blockage. What is the outer attitude? I seen you. You flipped. Show the world the real you. Absolutely. And that is what is going to come forward, especially in this Angel of Love, right? When our inner truth is how much we want to love. Well, what have we learned through this? It's about being authentic, right? Through this whole process of 2020, what did we learn? Authenticity, embracing love of self, embracing the authentic self, and that is what needs to come up here. It's listening to the inner voice. It's listening to the inner guidance. It's moving ourselves through the heartbreak. We're not meant to suffer. We're not meant to be attached to things in the past or low vibration energies. We are meant to find healing. We are meant to move through blockages. That is what spiritual growth is all about. Moving through the blockages, listening to the intuition, coming to divine guidance and divine understanding of that guidance, right? All right. Inner truth about what you need was the thinking man, which is interesting because here are new beginnings. And it's like this energy here of focusing with unwavering faith, the energy here of focusing on that growth. Can you clarify this inner truth, Spirit, about what the Libras need, this inner truth? The Hierophant and the King of Wands. Wow. Interesting. This is where we get solid with self, and it's interesting because these are very masculine energies right here, and this is where I feel our connection whether this is our connection to our faith or institutions or just the life that we are building around us, but how we are connecting ourselves spiritually to the life around us. And the King of Wands is also the King of Hearts, and this is about being steadfast in the actions that we are taking, steadfast in the divine masculine energy that we are showing up to be. The inner truth of what we need is that we need the connection here to spirit. We need the connection here to divine. We need the connection here so that our actions are on a soul-led journey, because this outer attitude here is deception. This is low vibration energy, and this can be really where we're deceiving ourselves, where we're, well, let's look into that. What is that deception energy? The Queen of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Knight of Wands. You see this? I feel like this deception energy can be where we're deceiving ourselves out of the fulfillment that we need. I feel like this deception. I don't even know if you guys can see that. I don't know if that's in focus. I'm sorry. I do feel like this low vibration devil energy. This outer attitude here. This is where we're deceiving ourselves. Maybe from the action steps that we have taken towards this happiness. I feel like it can be even where we're deceiving ourselves about showing up authentically. Some part of us maybe isn't showing up. We think we're not showing up with enough enthusiasm, maybe where we are deceiving ourselves that we're not making the right steps. Maybe it's even where we're deceiving ourselves, like, well, we're not making enough tangible movement. There's not enough happiness coming in. Something's not being done right here, and that's bullshit. Okay. Like, this outer attitude here, this is deception. Libra, don't think that you're not moving in the right direction. If you're showing up authentically, if your steps are a direct, if your steps, the action steps that you are taking, if they're a direct reflection of what that inner knowing is guiding you to do, then what is deceiving you here, that's a lie. Because take those steps. Your inner truth knows that you are walking in the right direction towards this fulfillment. It knows that your authenticity is what is being called here, okay? Don't allow the low vibrations of whatever is, whatever that outer influence is here. Don't allow that to deceive you here. Don't allow yourself to deceive yourself here. No, you are moving in this energy of forward healing, a forward movement. Let's get a clarifier for this Hierophant, actually. Can you clarify this Hierophant? That's a lot. 1 or 2, please. 1 or 2 for the Hierophant. Still a lot. Wow. Ace of Swords, Chariot, 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups. This Hierophant energy here, this connection, this movement, for some of you, it can be communication. It can be maybe where there's a beginning here. Maybe for some of you, you're communicating to somebody. For some of you, you might be receiving some sort of communication here. But it's something that is really realigning. You're shifting. There's a download here. This is an aha moment that comes in which you're getting crystal clear on the direction in which this chariot's going. The 6 of Pentacles energy is about that law of attraction. What you're putting out is what you're getting back in. And I feel that is what you're being crystal clear on. You're opening yourself up to the blessings here. You're opening yourself up to the new beginnings, This 4 of Cups, yes, okay, there's the energy here of again, I don't know why I'm hearing stagnation, but it's almost like this energy where you've been looking at spilt cups for too long, and here it's this opening. Here, I kind of feel like that's almost even the new beginning here. There's some sort of cup of opportunity being given to you, kind of like this crystal right here, right? Something within the divine is opening, is aligning here. There's some sort of new beginning here. But it's about being aware of the energies in which you are putting out, right? It's about being in control of your own chariot. Can you clarify this King of Wands? The King of Wands gets the Emperor. Interesting that there's so much masculine energy coming out here. But I do feel, Libra, like this is where you are really starting to align the action steps here, where the action steps are those masculine steps within inside you, I feel like you are getting really solid within that authenticity of those action steps, you know? Your masculine energy is showing up in a different kind of light here. Let's get a moon card for the inner truth about what you need. Emotions are running high. Let's get another one there. Emotions are running high. What do you need to release as far as this inner truth about what you need to release? And you know, the emotions can be running high because you do need to release something. Sometimes those emotions run high simply because we are being called to release them, right? Let's get a Moonology card here for this deception, outer attitude. Look at the bigger picture. Absolutely. Look at the bigger picture. Yeah, don't allow yourself to be deceived here by maybe the low vibration, and communication is key. Don't allow yourself to be deceived by maybe what is at face value. Okay, like maybe there's some low vibration that's happening here, some deception that's happening, and don't allow yourself to be deceived by that. Listen again to that inner knowing. Make sure your action steps are a direct reflection of that inner truth, right? Of your authenticity. All right, Libra, inner truth of your feelings here. We have indecision. You know, and this can just be where you're very indecisive on which direction in which you want to go. The Hanged Man, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. You know, this Hanged Man energy is where you have put yourself in this time of rest, allowing Spirit to really direct the next step that is for you. And it's interesting that the Wheel of Fortune came because as you put yourself in this place of surrendering, of allowing the universe just to spin the wheel in the way in which the universe wants to spin the wheel, you're allowing the Wheel of Fortune to take place. You know, and when the Wheel of Fortune shifts, here is the Ace of Pentacles. Here is the tangible beginning that happens. But it all must, you know, it all stems from you releasing yourself. You releasing the hold on how you see this going, you know. This indecision energy here of the inner truth, I feel like you're like, okay, well, what action step do I need to take? And the action step that you need to take is to surrender. Allow Spirit just to guide you here. Allow Spirit to bring in what is next for you. Spirit's going to put this pentacle right within your hand. Hold your hand out, you know, hold your hand out and allow Spirit to put the new beginning in it, you know. There's no reason to feel indecisive because if you just allow Spirit to bring the beginning to you, to allow that new beginning to take place, it will just, you know, here's the wheel. Here's the wheel, and it's going to literally put that pentacle, put that tangible beginning within your hand. Let's clarify that Hanged Man, though, energy. I would like to clarify the Hanged Man energy. Eight of Cups, yeah. You know, you got to walk away here, you know, and I feel like there's been cups that you have been holding on to, you know, and I feel kind of that's where this indecision comes from because it's like, okay, can I surrender these cups? Your cups are empty, my love. Eight of Cups, those cups have been shattered. There's nothing left in the cups that you are holding on to. And it's just surrendering that energy of what has been to be. Okay? Those lessons, they have already been learned, Libra. You have already come through this period of walking, or this period of letting go here. You know, the cups have already emptied themselves out. And it's about embracing the cup here that is for you, that Four of Cups, right? And embracing this opportunity here. That Spirit is, you know, the new beginning. Yeah, it's releasing yourself, I feel, from the burdens of the past. You know, just releasing yourself to let it be what it is, right? I say that. I feel like I've said that in almost all of my readings today, and I just feel like I need to keep repeating that. Okay, outer attitude, though, towards these feelings is hostility. You know, and that makes sense. Libras, we are the energy of the sword, okay? Sometimes we're a little icy. Sometimes we're a little hostile. You know, and sometimes in that energy of releasing ourselves, we can be hostile because we are defensive towards, okay, being vulnerable. That's a real issue, okay? That's a problem that Libras can sometimes face. That's a problem that a lot of air signs can face. It is that icy demeanor in which we can have, you know, that hostility here. Two of Pentacles, it's learning to be flexible, though. It's learning to be balanced, Libra. We don't need to be defensive. That does not need to be the energy here. Surrendering doesn't mean we need to be defensive or hostile towards it. Surrendering with the open-heartedness, not I kind of honestly what I'm picturing here is like somebody surrendering to a hug and like still like barking and like growling at the person that's trying to hug them, and it's like, just stop. Don't be so, you don't need to growl, okay? Let's see. Yeah, Page of Wands. Look here, Libra. Here we go. We're learning to go forward in a much more balanced energy, in a much more humble, gracious kind of energy even, Learning to put down the wands. This is about learning to put down the swords. This is about going forward, embracing our authenticity. Going forward as a new being of self, which is this page of wands energy. Can I speak? The hermit space here, this is about finding the inner truth and the inner light. And that's what we're going forward here with. The balanced energy of our new being here, okay? We don't need to be hostile. We don't need to be defensive. Just because we're unsure of where we're going doesn't mean we need to be scared about the direction in which we're moving. It just means that we need to learn how to trust, how to surrender to the divine. Why are we hostile? Because we're afraid of what is to come. Well, then we're not surrendering, right? There's our lack of trust. There's our lack of faith right in our face. If we're being hostile, then we are not trusting the divine, okay? We need to open ourselves up to tenderness. Open ourselves up to the softer side here. Open ourselves up to our inner light, because we have been through these cycles. Let's clarify this world. We have been through, look, Nine of Wands. We have been through the cycles, okay? We get it. We've come through the lessons, we've come through the hard times, but that doesn't mean that needs to be the outer attitude that we carry going forward here. Oh, we're scarred and jaded and, and cold because we've been through this. No, get over ourselves, Libra. Okay, really, I'm a Libra, I'm allowed to say that. No, that's not where we're going here. We are the energy and a being of love, so don't let life's past scars build a tough outer exterior, because that's not you, Libra. You're a nice, soft, juicy, warm, loving being, okay? That's you. That's the truth of self here. And that's what we're going forward with here. We are laying down that hostility. We are surrendering ourselves to the divine, allowing the divine to work its love through us, embracing the energy of new beginning. Let's clarify this Page of Wands. What's this new beginning that we're on? Yeah, look at the High Priestess and the Eight of Wands. Positive influence here, positive change. We are listening to that inner knowing, that intuition, that inner guidance. We are finding that balance within our spirituality and our practicality. Okay, we don't need to be defensive because we're building a faith that is so strong that we don't need to be hostile. Isn't that cool? All right, future inner truth being revealed. Look at this, the energy of being all tied up. Let's clarify this. There is movement, okay? The divine is opening ways here to transform. There is illumination here. The truth here. 10 of Cups. Happiness is just around the corner here, Libra. Wow, look at that. Queen of Swords with the King of Cups. And the Three of Wands. Interesting. This Queen of Swords, look, here it's this divine feminine energy, right? And it's about being so crystal clear on ourselves, right? Knowing what we're doing, knowing the direction, knowing the clarity and the movement in the direction in which we want to go. And I find it kind of funny that the King of Cups came out, because it's like, this is our divine divine feminine side, and this is the divine masculine side, and it's like, okay, let's be a little more gentle, let's be a little more loving, and I feel like that's what we're moving forward here. I do feel like this inner truth that is being revealed is that we are changing. We're liberating ourselves here. We're moving ourselves from the spots that we have held ourselves chained, Libra, in our own cold energy, where we have blocked things out. This is where we are opening ourselves up. Those action steps in our life are becoming much more connected to inner truth, to inner knowing, to divine feminine knowledge, guidance. Did I say that already? Right? Our action steps are connecting here to our emotions. I feel like sometimes Libra, we put on such a tough face. It's so funny that Libras are these big beings of love, and yet they are so cold some days. I can say that because I know I have been an ice queen in the past. But this Three of Wands comes out because we are moving past that. We are freeing ourselves from those chains of thinking that we need to be icy to protect ourselves. Nope. No, we don't. We are looking for love on all levels. That Ten of Cups is about, that is what we want. We want that mushy gushy love stuff. All we do, bring it in, right? For everybody. We just want to squeeze and hug and love everybody, Libra. So stop being cold ass bitches. That's what I hear. Oh, let's clarify this Queen of Swords. How do you want to receive? Thank you. Six of Wands. Yeah, you see, we haven't liberated ourselves here. We've hidden our true selves, I think sometimes we've been too icy. We've played the game where, we could just be cold, and instead of being authentic to that love within side of self, we allowed our harsh tongue maybe to speak a little too quickly in the past. Let's clarify this King of Cups, please, Spirit. Queen of Cups. Wow, the King of Cups gets the Queen of Cups and the Seven of Wands. Yeah. Because this is what's being revealed. It's about really connecting here to our true inner emotional depths, guys. It really is. Okay? And embracing our own inner light, not worrying about the haters, not worrying about being vulnerable, because our own inner light, our own inner truth speaks and shines brightly enough that we're okay with that. We're safe within this bubble. We know that this is who we are. This is our authenticity. So we embrace that, right? We have to show our emotions. That's who we are. Libra, that's who we are. Let's clarify this Three of Wands as well. The Star. Wow. Absolutely. We are connecting here. We are moving forward, and we are aligning ourselves to all of that love that we have wanted to receive. We are opening ourselves up to that by allowing ourselves to find the love, to find the emotions, to find that, that mushy gushy. Really, we are Libras. It's about all the feels. Prayers are being answered here, We align ourselves to those answered prayers and to the blessings and to the connections when we go forward with our authentic self here. Forgot to pull a gazillion moon cards. All right, let's pull a moon card here for the truth that is being revealed. Your hard work is paying off. A win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. And the void moon, nothing will come of this situation. I love this energy, and I love how it keeps coming back out here, because this is about the energy of surrendering. We are in this place of not being influenced by any outer energies here, and that's where we need to put ourselves, is that space of not being influenced, and just allow spirit to guide us. Be open, because when we do, the win-win outcome is forecast, right? And our hard work is paying off. That's why we do what we do. That's why we do the spiritual growth that is needed. Let's get a moon card for the inner truth of your feelings. A new start is coming, and the outer attitude here. The outer attitude towards your feelings. The end of a tough cycle approaches, and a time to give rather than take. Libra, this was a beautiful reading, one that I think I will probably have to watch for myself more than once. I do hope that you found this message of growth. I hope that you found the message of it's okay to be vulnerable, Libra. That is what we're coming forward. We are beings of light, and we must show that light. It's all right to find that home within inside of our own soul, and then let that be our home, right? That's what it's about. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And until next time, take great care of your soul, Libra. Bye now. Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. So this reading is for January 17th to February 6th. Keep in mind that readings are timeless. So, and time is fluent. So if you find that this reading, you found resonation to it, but it's later, that's okay. Trust whenever you found this message, it was meant to find you. Also, you cannot hold readings like this to, you can't hold these energies to 2 weeks, right? So, it is a general reading. So it's not that everything will happen within, this time period. Don't come back at me and be like, but Alyssa, you said this would happen. No, I did not. So anyway, let's get into this. So we are looking at the truth here. So we are going to be asking Spirit for the truth that Spirit wants you to keep in mind for these next 2 weeks. The truth here. Truth, Spirit. Sorry, guys. Oh, Aquarius, I am sorry. I probably should have taken maybe a break between some of these readings, and I haven't. I have just been sitting here. Honestly, I love doing messages, but if you're like, wow, what the frick is she saying? What is wrong with her mouth? It's okay. Don't mind me. This is my last reading of the day. All right, so let's see. Let's get the truth here for Aquarius for the week of January 17th to February 6th. Okay, we have the rabbit. Wow, now is a lucky time. What a beautiful energy. And the rabbit spirit here is about coming from, maybe coming from a tough time. And here, luck is on your side. Luck is changing. Rabbits are about going forward and, rabbits are very fertile little beings, right? So it's about manifesting, creating, growing, new opportunities, new abundance, right? Luck, now is a lucky time. All right. Let's get a truth here. Wow, that didn't take very long. Stay rooted and grounded. Interesting, especially for you, Aquarius. That is not an Aquarian energy by any means. The Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. And this is about really being present. Grounding ourselves. And Aquarius, oftentimes, we are. I'm an Aquarian moon, so. We can find ourselves completely kind of just out of the present, maybe stuck within sometimes our own illusions, our own thinking. Aquarians have this space of just higher, wider thinking. Okay, it's just that connection to the cosmos. It's that connection. Really, it's just. I don't know. It is what Aquariuses are, right? This truth here is to stay rooted, to stay grounded, and that is a very important energy, oftentimes for us air signs. All right, angels, what truth would you like to? Wow, claircognize. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you. They are answered prayers. Wow. Those are beautiful truths here. All right, Aquarius, let's get in. So we are going to use the energy oracle here. I'm going to shuffle, split the deck, and then pull the cards, and then we will clarify with the tarot. Honestly, I keep getting a kick out of every time I say tarot. I heard a reader say it that way last night. And now every time I hear it, I giggle to myself. So if you hear me say it, tarot, and then giggle, don't mind me. All right, let's split this deck here. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. For the inner truth, outer attitude, inner truth here for Aquarius. Yeah, inner truth. Inner truth about what Aquarius wants. Wow. All right, deceit. Outer truth towards achievement here. We have broken heart. Well, Aquarius, aren't we off to a great start? Inner truth of what you need. Storm. Oh, gosh. Outer attitude about values. Ah, sweet. Door to personal healing and happiness. Inner truth about feelings. Temple path. That's a nice one. Outer truth towards action. Door to value. And inner truth to be revealed. hostilities. Jeez Louise, Aquarius, what the heck? We have contract on the bottom, magician in the mirror behind that, 7th chakra, 6th chakra, angel of strength. You know, for some of you, you can be facing some sort of legal binding contracts. Maybe for some of you, this can be talking about marriage contracts, souls contracts. But this is about really finding your own power, finding your own balance. And that balance between the action side and the inner knowing side. It's about really writing your future, taking the power within your own hands, within your own being, and designing a future here for you. You have then the 7th chakra and the 6th chakra and the angel of strength, and that 7th chakra and the 6th chakra, that's your third eye and your crown chakra. That's your connection to the divine, making those action steps that connect you to the divine. So here, inner truth about what you want. We have deception. Well, nobody wants to be deceived. Nobody wants, this is low vibration energy. Nobody wants that kind of energy in their space. So let's clarify this. Surrendering. Yeah, you see, there's this surrendering and this healing from this deception energy. There's this surrendering and this healing from, what we're really wanting to find is the peace. It's the releasing here of what's really been holding you back from this low vibration energy. And that's going to be, you're going to put that and that deception in whatever energy. Let's clarify this judgment here. Can you clarify the judgment for us here, Spirit? The judgment gets the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Can you clarify? Queen of Cups gets the 5 of Wands. You see, there has been a lot of low vibration deception within your life, Aquarius, but this is the healing that's coming from it. This is where this toxicity, this deception, this is the devil energy, okay? And it's low vibration. So you're going to put that wherever it fits within your life. But what you are coming from here, what you are wanting, the inner truth here is that you're ready to surrender here. You're ready to really come forward, heal yourself, listen to the inner knowing, listen to the inner guidance, manifest and co-create, level yourself up. There's growth, there's healing that needs to happen here. And this is the inner truth of what your soul is wanting. It is to move yourself from this low vibration place. Let's get a moon card here. Expect a powerful change. Because that's what happens when we surrender, and this judgment energy, that is about surrendering and coming forward with authenticity, revealing and releasing the shame and the burdens that you have been carrying. It's about embracing, this Queen of Wands energy. Here she holds all of the lessons that she's encountered in life. Okay, these are all of the things that she has overcome, the lessons and the challenges, the growth that she has, obtained within her life. And she is hoisting it high above her head because these are things that she has accomplished. This is growth that she has accomplished and energy that she is manifesting now within this change of heart, within this change of being, and she is this being because she has leveled herself up. This Queen of Cups energy, oh my gosh, my ear is ringing. It keeps happening. Such a strange energy. Okay. This energy here, though, of this Queen of Cups, this is where we've connected here. This Queen of Cups is where you connect to the intuition, connect to the inner guidance, connect to the inner knowing, and she's gone beneath the surface level here. She's gone deep, she's done the growth. And it wasn't an easy growth. This 5 of Wands energy, that's not easy growth. That's never easy growth. 5 of Wands, not an easy phase to be in. It's very conflicting. It's very challenging. It's very, for sometimes it can be like constantly moving and feeling like, this goal is constantly without of reach, unattainable, but it's not. The change here is that you are moving yourself, you are manifesting yourself, you are changing the low vibration energy within side of self and embracing a new higher energy here. The outer attitude towards achievement is heartbreak, and that can be really, Aquarius, where you have just been feeling the brokenheartedness, okay? When towards the outer world here, this is what you feel kind of even on the surface level, I feel, is that brokenheartedness. Let's clarify this outer attitude here towards this achievement. The 7 of Swords and the Temperance. It can be the energy really where people have done you wrong, okay? Where there's been some shady shit that's happened. You know, maybe you got screwed over. There's been some trespassing that happened. You know, somebody's broken your heart here. And it was the coming here. You know, I really feel like this outer attitude here is about finding balance, you know, finding that stability again within inside of you, where your action and your divine inner knowing, where they blend again, they form together, you know. I feel for a lot of you, there's healing, and maybe there's healing that's been happening even within the shadows. You know, maybe you've been doing this, you know, and this energy here, the temperance is also about patience. You know, it's not a fast process when the temperance shows up by any means. You know, and I just feel like for Aquarius, there's some work that's really been done on the outer level here. And maybe for some of you, it's where you've been hiding yourself, you know, where you've been brokenhearted and now you've kind of just hidden in the shadows, you know, really secluded here to yourself, you know, allowed the heartbreak to be like, well, I was heartbroken. Now I'm going to hide in the shadows here. Page of Swords. Yeah. Page of Swords in reverse. Yeah. You know, I feel like you kind of just, you know, the outward attitude here, especially towards this heartbreak, was where you kind of stopped. You kind of hid in the shadows, right? You weren't making any, you were heartbroken here and you just kind of shut down is what I'm feeling here. Temperance, can we get a clarifier for that temperance? Temperance gets the Knight of Wands. Yeah, because you see the temperance here, this was the patience, this was the balancing, this was the healing that came you know, with this brokenhearted. And it's taking you to really embrace your authenticity. It's taking you really to embrace the inner voice of self. You know, the Knight of Wands is about this energy of embracing your authenticity, you know, allowing your light to shine. And I do feel like for some of you, you have hidden you've hidden a lot of your spark. You've hidden a lot of your shine, Aquarius. And I understand, you know, especially when, you know, you were heartbroken and on that surface level, you were like, okay, well, that's it. I've been heartbroken, closing myself down, going into the shadows. I'm not being hurt. I'm not being, you know, and you just kind of closed yourself down. That's not okay. We're changing that. Okay. That's changing. The inner truth here is that you're wanting to heal from this. You're no longer, you know, you're wanting to grow. You're wanting to expand from low vibration energy here, right? Outer attitude here. Yeah, your dreams need a practical plan and a new start is coming. That's interesting that there's all of these new moon. Here's the new moon eclipse energy and here's this new moon energy. And we did just have a new moon that passed on January 11th. Your dreams need a practical plan. That's an interesting energy here to pull out with this outward attitude because, you know, if you're going to want to heal, if you're going to want to surrender, if you're going to want this happiness and this fulfillment, you know, then it does take a practical plan. It does take some sort of acknowledgement here of self to move self forward, you know. And the energy of Taurus is very tangible energy. It's actually, you know, it's an earth energy, so it is about, you know, change and practicality here. A new start is coming. Interesting. All right, let's look at the inner truth here about what you need. Storm warning. Something needs to come down. Something definitely needs to come down. The inner truth here is that whatever structure you have left standing here towards this deceit and this heartbreak, it needs to come down. Okay, it's not serving you. You know, and the storm warning is often it's the same energy of as the tower. You know, and the tower will come down when the universe tests it. And it's not that the universe sets out to test our structures or to test our towers, but that is what happens in life, right? Life will constantly be testing us. Life will constantly be shifting and, you know, and testing the structures of our beings, the structures in which we have built our foundations. And if those structures are found wanting, what will happen? They will crumble because they are not strong foundations in which we need to plant and grow on. Okay? Inner truth about what you need here. There needs to be some sort of crumbling. A structure needs to come down. Five of Pentacles. You know, there has been this despairing energy. You have been feeling left out on the cold. Look at this. Four of Wands and the Emperor. You know, for some of you, this Five of Pentacles energy, it's almost like this heartbreak energy. It's almost like this, you know, lonely kind of energy. And I feel, you know, what you're wanting here, what you need, is the fulfillment. It's happiness, it's joy, it's celebration, it's, you know, coming together, union. I feel, especially with this Emperor energy here, it's about you making the changes here. You stepping up from this Five of Pentacles energy. You know, because these are the structures, this feeling of lacking, that is a structure that's crumbling. Here you can see the moonlight is illuminating the way forward. The moonlight is illuminating the key here, the key to go forward, the key to unlock the happiness. It's about taking charge with this Emperor energy. You know, it's about crumbling the structures of our lives that just aren't going to serve us. You know, and it's what needs to come down because it's not meant to be there, right? Like, I don't know how to say that in any more truth. Like, it just needs to go. Communication is key. Wow. For some of you, you know, there is going to be some sort of communication that needs to happen here as far as these structures. You know, you're going to have to release something. You're going to have to let something go here, you know, but you need to stand, Aquarius, you need to take the stand here to embrace the happiness that is for you. Don't worry about the structures that are coming down. They aren't serving you anyway, okay? They are not going to be fulfilling. They are not strong enough. Whatever the structure is here, I kind of feel like it has to do with a lot of the beliefs within this brokenheartedness and this deceit. I feel like it's just kind of like lies that you've really told yourself, right? And it's about embracing the solidness, this Emperor power. It's about embracing your own security within this. You know, the outward attitude here about what you value is the healing, you know? You want healing, you want change, Aquarius. Let it come. Open yourself up towards it, right? If that's what you are valuing, is this happiness and this healing, then you must take this step in that direction. And I do feel like that's why this Emperor energy is here, right? About the truth in which you need, because it is about you taking control of that. Look at that. Here, the outer action is about the Chariot and the Eight of Pentacles. And this is the energy where you're taking control of your chariot. You're steering your chariot in the direction in which you want to move. You know, and the Eight of Pentacles is about being determined and committed to the growth and to the change that is needed. It's about focusing, you know, yes, you've done a lot of growth. Yes, you've done a lot of healing. You know, take an inventory of the things in which you have grown. You know, take an inventory of the person that you have become, and then continue to grow. You know, there's nothing wrong in continuing to expand our growth of self. There's nothing wrong with continuing to open ourselves up to new beginnings, to new opportunities, you know, and that is what's happening here. It is about you taking control of the chariot to expand yourself, to continue to grow. Let's get a clarifier here for this Eight of Pentacles. Clarify this Eight of Pentacles. Wow, look, Three of Cups in reverse and the Strength. You know, for some of you, the healing has had to come because there's been some situations, and maybe there was some third-party situations. Maybe love just has not worked out in the past. You have been heartbroken. You know, your heart has been wounded once or twice, but that doesn't mean this is where you stop. It is about finding the inner strength. It is about embracing that growth within your own being and continuing to go forward here, Aquarius. There is healing, there's change, there's movement here for you. You have become such a powerful being, Aquarius. I love it. Let's get a clarifier on this Chariot. Chariot, Ten of Cups. You want the happiness. You're moving towards this happiness. You know, and I feel like you have, you know, 2020 was a big year, Aquarius, for you. There was a lot of growth. There was a lot of change. You know, there was a lot of openness even to deeper understanding of self. I think before, where You know, maybe some answers were hidden in the dark. I feel like your soul really began to uncover them, Aquarius, okay? And through that, you've really discovered what it is and who it is that you want to become, you know? And the outer actions here in what you're, you know, what you're finding value in, you are finding value in love. You are finding value in healing. You want happiness, you want fulfillment, Aquarius. Don't be afraid to chase it. Okay, don't be afraid to steer your chariot in the direction of that happiness. Don't sell yourself short. I think sometimes Aquarius gets so caught up that, you know, you know, we're just in this, you know, you're in this space of such inward thinking and inward reflection that I think sometimes Aquarians can separate them or feel like they separate themselves, really feel like they isolate themselves, right? And this is the energy of, just because you're in that energy of feeling like you're beyond connection, it doesn't mean you are. You know, we are never beyond connection. We are the same, and have the ability to connect to souls on such real levels, to connect to our healing and our happiness, you know. Yeah. Let's get a moon card here for this outer attitude. Wow. The end to a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn, and don't let your past hold you back. What was I just saying? You know, Aquarius, absolutely. You know, there has been tough cycles. And it's interesting that this Capricorn moon is the one that came out, because Capricorn is the house of structures. You know, it is that zodiac sign of the structures within our lives, you know, and there are structures, I feel, Aquarius, that you have in the past that you've held yourself to, and it really took you dissecting those structures and fitting them back into your own journey, your own reflection here. What was going to serve you stayed, and what wasn't needed to go. And I feel like that is what you have recreated. You've built your foundation here, Aquarius. You have. I like it. Don't let your past hold you back. All right. So the inner truth here of what you are feeling was the temple path. Beautiful energy, because I do, you know, and I do feel this, Aquarius. I do feel like you are in this place of peace, in this place of inner grace. I think that's why you're here to where you are now, because you've done that. You've done that the dark night of the soul. You've done that reflection of yourself, you know, with that brokenheartedness. Look at this, Two of Wands. I see you. Yeah, see, you've really aligned yourself. You know, the truth here to your feelings is you opened yourself up to the grace the divine was giving you. You opened yourself up to the grace and the healing and the place of peace within inside your own soul, you know, and you chose to make that change. You know, you looked before you, you seen the paths that were before you, and you chose to walk the path of healing. You chose to walk the path of higher intentions, the higher road here. You chose to walk the temple path. I love it. Because you found this inner power of the magician. Absolutely. Yeah. You know, and that truthful feeling within inside you is that power is there. You know, the strength is within inside you to go for what you want here, Aquarius. You do. You do. Stop holding yourself back. Okay? The Two of Wands gets the Eight of Swords. Yeah, because this is where you felt trapped in the past. This is where you've been a victim to your own chains. And this is what you've changed. This, within your healing path, within this temple place within inside of your soul, you have found the freedom from your own chains, from your own limiting beliefs, from your own structures that weren't going to serve you. Aquarius, there is healing for you. Okay? You found the power within inside of self here. You really have. Oh, geez. There was a new beginning. There was a new opportunity. This is the aha moment. This is the clarity. You know, this is where you open yourself up to this new beginning, to this new power of self. Okay, the truth is there. You know deep within inside your soul, Aquarius, that the time is now. That you are ready to make these changes, that you're ready to open yourself up. You've done the healing, okay? You have. Stop thinking that you need to hide for longer because you're not ready. No, you're ready. You're brave enough. Come on out. You know, the outer attitude here. Look, Door to value. You know, maybe you've been so focused on the work. Maybe you've been so focused on bringing materialistic gain into your life because, you know, your heart was doing all this healing and you were focusing your mind on the materialistic things. You know, you were focusing yourself on, okay, well, if I get myself stable here and if I get this here and if I get this here, then I'll be ready to embrace that next doorway, you know, this doorway of personal healing and happiness, this new doorway. For a lot of you, it's this new doorway even to love, to opening yourself back up to that kind of love, you know. Page of Wands, Ten of Swords, King of Cups. Yep. You are beginning this new being of self. You know, you are walking away from cycles and thought processes, toxicity that isn't going to serve you anymore. Okay. That is the Ten of Swords. Something here has come to an end. Cycles have come to an end. The old Aquarius has come to an end. Here you are. You're building this new sense of self, right? That's this Page of Wands. Here is you beginning, new, authentic. Let's clarify this Page of Wands. Yep, Nine of Wands, because you have overcome the hard times, because you have completed the cycles here. You've learned the lessons, Aquarius. You don't need to go back through and try to like look for more lessons, a deeper understanding. No, you know the truth here, my dear. You know what you want to do next. Your soul's calling you. Aquarius, I know you can hear it. What is it? Where are you starting? Where is that faith? Walk away. Walk away from what isn't going to serve you. Let this Ten of Swords just embrace the future. Let that old you just be. Eight of Wands, new positive change. There is a new influx here. For some of you, there can be communication. Maybe somebody's reaching out to you, you know, and maybe it's somebody from the past or, yeah, look at here, Lovers. Maybe there's some sort of even new love here, you know, and you have to walk away from the disbelief that that love isn't for you. I think oftentimes, as I said, Aquarians get caught in this energy space that, you know, that connection to others isn't for Aquarians. And this is, I do believe what you're walking away from. I believe, Aquarius, that you've been so caught up in those materialistic gains within your life because you are, you were afraid of embracing the love here. And you've just done so much growth within inside yourself. I think as you were focusing on building your financial stability within your life, you were allowing your heart to heal. You were allowing your soul to understand the deeper truths here, right? That's King of Cups, because that's this King of Cups. Yep, see? Because the King of Cups here is this masculine energy, and this is where you've gone beneath the surface level, you know? And I feel, Aquarius, that you have done this full healing. The cycles have come to a completion. You've done a lot of work, and I'm so proud of you, Aquarius. And it's okay to focus on, you know, it's not that focusing on your work and your materialistic aspects of your life was wrong. No, you needed that time to heal. You needed that time to focus on the inner light, to allow your heart the time to kind of recoup. You know, that's okay. And you've done this reflection. You have. You really have. Let's get another one here for this King of Cups. One more clarifier for this King of Cups. Star, look at this. Aquarius, your own energy. You found your truth. Okay, you found who you are. You needed the time to reflect. You needed the time to heal. You needed the time to do that inward reflection. A personal issue reaches resolution. Yep. What was I just saying? Right? Inner truth of your feelings here. What is the inner truth here of your feelings? You are very close to achieving your goals. Absolutely, Aquarius. You really are. And I do feel like you have done so much work to grow yourself here. You've put so much work into becoming authentic to self, Aquarius. It's such a beautiful space to be in. You know, don't hide your authenticity. Don't hide your true self here. All right, so the future inner truth to be revealed, interesting enough, was hostility. And what was I just saying about don't hide your inner truth, right? Don't be defensive. Don't be hostile because of fear. Yep, look at Seven of Wands and the King of Wands in reverse. You know, and the Seven of Wands can have this defensive energy, but this is about embracing your own inner light. It's about embracing your authenticity. It's about embracing the truth of self, you know, being steady in who you are. You don't need to be, you know, when the King of Wands comes out in reverse, oftentimes I feel that distorted energy, and that's this hostility energy, right? Because the King of Wands is about somebody who's being ego-led. And you're not, Aquarius. You have listened to this divine inner knowing, okay? You have found the light within inside of self. See down here? This is the wands. This is negativity. This is people's bullshit. That's the haters, okay? And you don't need to resort to, that low vibration, deceiving, heartbreaking energy here. You don't need to resort to the ego-led journey here. Your own inner light will guide you through this. Your own inner light will bring you to the truth. Let's get a clarifier for that Seven of Wands. Can you clarify this Seven of Wands, please, Spirit? Clarify this Seven of Wands and this future inner truth to be revealed. High Priestess and the Six of Wands. Okay, guys, you know, this energy of embracing your own inner light, it's about where you listen to your intuition, Aquarius. Okay? Don't be defensive. Don't be hostile to the changes coming into your life because you are afraid of liberating yourself. You know, Six of Wands in reverse. Listen to your intuition. Open yourself up. Let the inner voice be what guides you here. Let the inner voice be what liberates you into your truth here. King of Wands. Why is this King of Wands in reverse, Spirit? Let me clarify this King of Wands in reverse. We have the Three of Wands, the Page of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Hierophant. This King of Wands energy, you know, it isn't about, it's about following your heart. You know, that King of Wands is that distorted energy in which, you know, maybe you're feeling ego-led, but it's not about being ego-led here. It's about being soul-led. Okay, there's new beginnings here, you know, and whether that's a new beginning in love or new beginnings in opportunities where you thought, okay, I'm never going to open myself up to that, you know, and this is a new opportunity, like, you know, when pigs will fly. Maybe that's the energy that you've had towards this, you know, this opening. Maybe you had shut yourself down and you said, nope, I'm never going to love again, you know, and you're being, you know, no, that's not you, you know, it's not, Aquarius. You know, that's you in maybe a distorted energy where you're letting your ego and you're letting, you know, the fear of the past hold you back, but that's not you. No. The inner reflection, the inner truth here, you know, this Four of Swords here, you know, very Aquarian energy because it's about finding the truth of self, you know, doing the inner reflection here, listening to your own inner voice and your own inner truth, you know, and here the Hierophant is with it because the Hierophant is telling you, no, you've healed, you've grown, you have this connection here. Let's get a clarifier for that Page of Cups. What is that new opportunity? Yeah, you're leaving Ten of Wands clarified that Page of Cups because you're letting go of the burdens of the past. You're letting the cycles of the past just be the cycles of the past. You're moving yourself forward here, Aquarius. You've done the healing, okay? How many times do I gotta say that? You've done the healing. You're ready for new beginnings. You might be afraid of new beginnings, but your heart is calling you for them. Let's get a clarifier. This Four of Swords gets the Five of Cups. You know, Four of Swords here. This is the inner reflection, and it's about releasing the heartache. It's about releasing the heartbreak here. Releasing yourself from the burdens of the past. Clarify this Hierophant. Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Fool. Because that's what's beginning here. You're wanting to make tangible beginnings. You're wanting to plant new seeds. You're wanting to, even the seeds that you've planted, you're wanting to harvest them and maybe harvest them in a different way, harvest them with new energy. But you're wanting to go forward here as this beautiful Fool energy. Somebody who is inspired to really follow their heart, a free spirit, okay? Aquarius, you are in this place of being ready to just go forward. I feel like, you know, you were holding yourself back from the pain of the past, And you've just done so much healing. You really have, you know, and maybe you thought that love was never going to be here for you, but I'm telling you, it is. Let's get a moon card here for the future inner truth. Wow, that was a lot. The energy here is gaining momentum. It's time to take action, Aquarius. Your commitment is being tested, and this is not because the universe wants to see you fail, but because the universe wants to know the truth that you stand for, the determination. And your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Look at that. Here's another structure. And this is, you know, this is about the future structures in which you are going to be building. Your hard work has paid off. Build structures, build new structures. Aquarius, that was a beautiful reading. I'm just mind blown. All right. Well, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet a subscriber, be sure to hit that subscription button. Share if you enjoyed, if you want to share. Until next time, Aquarius, take great care of your souls. Bye now.